build a lot of things by Braille.
Making a smokehouse rack is pretty simple. You just need a frame and some wire mesh. Stretch it over the frame, staple it down, and you're good to go.
Yeah, those are a pair of twins. Mama got killed by wolves 2 years ago. In the winter, they hang out here quite a bit. I'd like to think that the does that live right here are very happy that the wolves don't come in and eat them very often. I think that's one of the reasons they hang out here so much, is that they be safe. I am looking forward to having tasty sausage. I can say it honestly that most of the people out here know that I make pretty good sausage.
I don't know the technical terms for sausage connoisseurs, but if there's a term, you're looking at him.
Sam is making sausages out of the venison meat from his son and the reserve pork meat that he shipped into port protection. Once they are ready, they will be smoked, which will preserve the meats so they will last through the winter.
Kind of mix this stuff together.
The pork that I ordered it well ahead of time, at least 30 or 40 pounds of it, and then you cut that in with your venison, and it stretches out the venison, and it gives you a much higher quality product. It's usually very economical, other than the fact that you have to have it shipped out. You have to fly in on an airplane.
I think a mix of venison and pork is probably the best sausage on the planet. But I would say the secret to good sausage is having the correct amount of fat. Basically, this will be like sandwich material or, you know, party material. You have some guests over, you might want to turn them onto a tasty sausage. Almost the end of the line, almost ready to put stuff in the smokehouse. Getting there.
With the leftover pork that I'm going to have, I'm going to do some Old Timers bacon.
I've got my coarse ground pork for my Old Timers bacon.
I discovered how to make it almost by mistake. You know, I had some leftover pork and I thought, well, maybe I'll just try to make some Spam. Because, you know, everybody likes Spam. And I'll smoke it. I'll make a big loaf of this stuff, and the final product, when it was done and we browned it in the pan, I went, well, this is just like, you know, freaking bacon, but better.
Universal comfort food coming up. There we go. Let that sit for a few minutes while I'm getting the smokehouse fired up.
I consider myself a pretty good smoker.
You want to put a good heavy smoke on it. Basically, you want all smoke and no heat.
Smoked meat, smoking fish, any type of smoking is a very ancient art of preserving your product. A ton of science behind it. Essentially, you're using the heat from the smoke wood to gently draw out the moisture and remove as much moisture as you can from your product without removing too much. With a little bit of salt and a lot of smoke, you can make a piece of meat last indefinitely.
And let the magic begin. Well, let's see what we got here. Freezing cold out here, but I have some wonderful, tasty treats. This stuff looks absolutely perfect. Perfectamundo. Go out and get the Old Timers bacon.
It's a technique I've developed for making bacon that's very tender. And the reason we call it Old Timers bacon is because if you're getting long in the tooth and you're you know, you can't chew your food as well. It's a lot easier to eat.
Nice stuff. I'm really, really happy with these new racks. See, this stuff is perfectly edible right now. In fact, I might even try a slice. Very lean bacon, even though there's plenty of fat in there. This is stuff. No doubt in my mind, that's some of the best bacon on the planet. This will definitely make the rest of the winter much nicer.